Hello, I'm Thomas Reiner, the Lean Farmer, and welcome to Farming Outside the Box. This is the third video in a three-part series on the waste of hay. And so farmers, they love their hay, they love getting up hay, and for the longest time they used to use square bales. And then the square bale process, because there's a lot of waste in it, and farmers didn't work on ways to eliminate that waste, they ended up switching to round bales. And so farmers love their round bales because it doesn't take 4 or 5 people to help you get them up. And they think round bales are better than square bales. Now to me, a round bale is just a larger batch. I've got more hay in this than I do a square bale. And so anytime I have more of something or a larger batch, there's all sorts of waste that comes along with that. So farmers overproduce this time of year. They have tons and tons of round bales. They cut all the hay at one time, and then the round bale is an overproduction, if you will, in hay because it's so much in that one bale. And farmers do this across the world. Here we are in Canada, and look at all of those huge round bales out there. They're everywhere. And it's amazing when you look at the amount of round bales. And then most farmers have to store them outside. You can't store them in buildings, or it's a lot more difficult to store them in buildings. There's lots of organization that goes into organizing and moving that waste around. If you do store them in a building, you can't stack them as good as other square bales. And then the transportation to move round bales is crazy. Look at these huge trucks to move round bales. You got to have a tractor, and then lots of either large trailers, the semi-trucks pulling them. And this is all over the United States, all over the world this happens. My friend Philippe sent me this picture in France. Look at this huge ag truck. Look how big that is. Think about all the maintenance. You have a perfect example of how round bales have more waste in them. So it's been pouring down rain for the past few days. Round bales are not easy to store, so they're sitting out in the field and they're getting hit by all this weather. So any part of that round bale that is exposed to the weather is worthless. It's going to be rotten and nothing can eat it. So the whole outside layer and maybe another layer below that is going to be waste. And basically it's a defect if you... So I know I'm going against everything that farmers want to hear, and it'll probably be my second most controversial video. Round bales are not the way to go when it comes to hay. And farmers will kind of have a fit with that. Every farmer loves to brag about how big their tractor is, how many round bales of hay they were able to get, and what they were able to do with all those round bales. But there's a lot of waste associated with round bales. Going smaller bales makes it easier for you to do. It's easier when it comes to batch sizes. Manufacturers have discovered this, and that's why they try to keep their batches small. So with a square bale, it's a smaller batch size. It's easier to move. You can put it on small trailers. You can put it on trucks. They're easy to pick up by hand. You can move them around on four-wheelers, and even in a bind. I've put them in a sled before and sledded them down to the animal. They're a lot easier to stack. Imagine trying to do that with a round bale to fit all of that in that little shed. And then they're easier to stack even there. You can get up on top, you can shift them around. And then what I find fascinating is the smaller or the mini round bales. Look how awesome those are, even smaller than square bales. It's easy to load them, easy to shift them around, and it's like the perfect size meal for a cow. Basically single piece flow with that mini round bale. So if you're gonna be farming and you want to be a lean farmer, think about not using round bales, and look at that and look how much waste is associated with round bales of hay. Thanks for watching another short clip of Farming Outside the Box.
Hey Lean Maniacs, Brad here. I've got this friend, Thomas Reiner, who is the lean farmer. This guy is gonna change the world. I used to look at this as maybe a breakfast cereal or so, just, so good. Now, do you know what I see? I see nothing but waste. It's everywhere, everywhere. This is not one piece flow. This has got to be the biggest batch I've ever seen in my life. Thomas, save the world and figure this out.